Okay, so now let's calculate base compensate R out for base compensated current mirror. So this is the circuit for base compensated current mirrors. You have Q3 here between this point, and this point. Rest of the circuit is as it is, and we have to look for R out from here. Okay, looking down here, R out. This is what we want to calculate. Now quickly we will convert this into its AC equivalent. Here you can see VDD is ground, R1 is there. This Q3 can be written as beta Re Gm V3 R0. This whole thing, V3 is the voltage across this terminal between this and this. Then you have a Q1, R0 Gm V1. V1 is the voltage across this beta Re. These 2 points are connected. You can see. Then here collector is connected to ground. Then you have V2 for this guy, beta Re, GMV2, R0, and from here you have to look for R out. Okay, so we'll simplify this side of the circuit. We won't do anything to this. So first you can see I can have separate ground here. This will look good. Okay, since both are connected to ground. Now you can see between this point and ground there is R1. Between this point and ground there is R0. So we can take parallel both of them, R0 and R1 parallel, first thing. Okay, then GMV1 is as it is between this and this point. Now what you can do is this resistance beta Re is connected between the collector of this guy and the collector base of this guy. Okay, okay, so this is the beta Re value with the voltage V3 across this. So it is connected between this point and this point, what I have done. Now you can see between this point and ground you have beta Re. Between this point and ground you have R0, and between this point and ground you have beta Re again. I'll club all together. They are all in parallel. V1 is equal to V2. So I can write beta Re parallel R0 parallel beta Re, that is R dash. So I've connected between this point and ground. Okay, R dash. Then the remaining thing is this current source which is coming from ground to this point. So ground to this point, it's GM V3. Okay, so the whole circuit is simplified into this circuit. So I hope you are able to see. Rest of the part is similar. GMV2, R0, R out we have to look from here. We have consumed these two parallel beta Re and this R0. Okay, because they are connected between this point and ground. So you can see that here we have V2 which is equal to V1, and here I am assuming V dash. So we will write nodal equations between V dash and V2, and we will try to find out the value of V2 because we will require V2 here. Okay. Okay, so now you can write node equations here. So at V dash if you write, so V dash divided by R0 parallel R1 plus GM V2 or GM V1, V1 is equal to V2, so GM V2. So it is leaving from this point to the ground, it is going from this point to ground, it is going from this point to this point, current is leaving. So plus V dash minus V2 divided by beta Re. Okay, so all the currents are leaving from node V dash, I am assuming. Okay, so this is what you will get the equation at V2. If you will apply the nodal analysis, so you will get V2 by R dash, V2 by R dash, GM V3, it's coming to the V2 node, so GM V3 plus this current is also coming, so V dash minus V2 divided by beta Re. Okay, and now the third equation you can write is between these guys, that is V dash minus V2 is V3. Okay, so you have three equations. You plug the value of V3 from here to here in second equation, you'll get an equation between V2 and V dash. From equation 2, calculate the value of V dash, that will come in terms of V2. Put the value of V dash in the first equation. you'll get that value of V2 is equal to 0. Okay, so you can try on your own. I have given the equation. So these were all leaving currents, okay, equal to 0. Here this was leaving, these two currents are incoming. That's the reason they are outside right hand side of equation. I have just simply applied KCL. Incoming currents equal to sum of incoming currents equal to sum of outgoing currents. That is what KCL says. And then here I have applied the drop across this, which is V dash minus V2. So solving all three, you will get V2 is equal to 0. If V2 will be equal to 0, this will be open. So simply R out will be R. Or to be precise, it is the output resistance of this transistor, RO2. Okay. So although the calculation is very huge, you can directly see that the result is simple. So it is similar to what we had in uh, uh, basic current mirror circuit, the output resistance, but it is just that you are controlling the transfer ratio. I naught by Iref was, if you remember, 1 by 1 plus 2 divided by beta 3, beta was there. Okay, so you are able to handle the current ratio better in this case than the basic current mirror circuit. So that is the advantage, although they have same R out. Okay, so now we will see for other configurations of R out. Means we will see other for R out for other configurations.